So this happened, it feels like years ago, by the way. Spurs up in Minnesota. Again, blowout. 139-109 is your final. Stephon Castle with 32 and 11. Wemby with 19 and 27 minutes. Anthony Edwards did have 24 points. He was 9 to 26, however, from the field. Team postseason record for Spurs with 18 made threes. And it's the first conference finals since 2017. I don't have any questions. I just wanted to say all that out loud. Castle is doing a phenomenal job. He is an absolute joy to watch. He's also leading the team in points during the playoffs, which, you know, again, maybe if you would have predicted, you might have predicted he would have done it, Lou, but what have you seen so far during this playoff run for him?
I think he's been amazing on both ends of the floor. Like, this guy just has a motor. He plays hard. He tries to make the right plays. It feels like he's just always in the game in some capacity. And you love to have a young player like that just knows how to impact the game, whether he's going to score, get stops, dive into the stands, be tough. He's going to argue with people. Like, all of these are just motor plays. Look, this is bully ball right here. Like, he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave without
21 years old.
It's insane to me. I don't get anything about it.
I love it. He's been great in this postseason, and sometimes you want your young players in this position to just be able, you want to watch them grow and be able to be mature enough to be able to give you what the production that he's been able to give you. But he's been above and beyond, almost averaging 20 points a game. So when everybody starts talking about, you know, playoff experience and this and that, at some point you got to create it. You got to start somewhere, and it's happening. And I like the fact that Wemby set the tone for this. Like, hey, these teams don't have a lot of experience either, so what's the difference? And I think San Antonio has taken advantage of that. They're well respected, they're well coached, and these guys have a hell of a lot of confidence going into this next round. But Stephon Castle has been able to benefit the most from playing next to the alien and Victor Wembanyama and just being able to do everything that's needed that he doesn't do.
Yeah, I just like when I see a young dude like this just up his game even more in the postseason. Like, it is insane. The impact that he's had all year long has been just remarkable, right? With defensively, just dogging dudes, 94 feet, picking them up while still running this offense in the half court in transition. And he's continued to go and work on his outside shot. Now he's coming to way more consistent, reliable three-point shooter. So he's made the jump from 16.5 points to 20 points in the postseason when it matters the most, when it's pressure-packed, when your team needs you to survive and advance. This kid has been unbelievable, and he's not just a one-sided player. He's one of the best two-way players that we have in the game, and he's 21 years old. Like, it really is crazy. He's the perfect fit with Wemby. He's the perfect fit with these other guards like Fox and Harper, because he does what they do not do and what most guards don't do, and that's rebound, block shots, and defend 1 through 4. Like, it's ridiculous.
Sure. How are we feeling about Slash Brothers as a nickname for Harper and Castle?
I hate it.
I don't like it either.
I'm all set.
Can we come up with something better? If we're going to hate something, we should probably have solutions.
We'll leave the nicknames for Spurs for you. Yeah.
We'll let y'all do it. With Slash Bros, we can be way more creative.
Yeah, I don't love that.
That's just a recycled name.
It is very much that.
Think of them like slashers.
I don't either. Like, that's okay. So we're saying no to that, but we will get back to you with some backup options. Wemby, first playoff appearance, and here we are in the conference finals again. And Lou did mention that, the fact that experience is happening in real time, whether it's on a faster scale than maybe people expected or usually happens. I don't know, Chandler, but what are we thinking as far as the experience and if it matters that much for this team?
I think it matters when the matchup that they have. And again, this is the two teams that, if we would have fast forwarded the season 5 months ago, this is what we thought. This is what everyone wanted. This is what the people wanted. We got it. Spurs, Thunder, both the youngest, best up-and-coming and they've arrived teams that we have in the NBA, and they're both so special. They're so deep. This is exactly the series in the Western Conference Finals that we wanted. Wemby's going to have to be great. This is a great opportunity for them as underdogs to step up, take that non-experience against the defending champs, and do what they do. And again, this is going to take everybody. Guys like Champagnie and Harrison Barnes, like their number is going to get called. It's not just going to be Wemby and Castle and Fox and Harper. Like, everyone is going to have to collectively be great. But obviously, everything goes through him. We know his impact on the defensive end, but he's got to stay out of foul trouble. He's got to be aggressive early. Like how he set the tone in those game ones and the All-Star game even. I need that in game one of the Western Conference Finals.
I don't see why he wouldn't get it.
He's got to be great.
Yeah.
With all of those guys that Chandler mentioned, and when you started talking about experience, right? the deeper they go into the playoffs, they have to understand the expectation level goes up. So does experience matter? At this point, it absolutely does, because you're playing now, you have the matchup that you wanted. You're playing a defending champion, and you're playing a group of guys that's already been there. As you can see last night, how they celebrated each other, how they were able to do that for SGA. This is a team poised, and they're highly confident. Now, San Antonio's had a lot of success against OKC in the regular season, but now this is a movie now.
Yep.
This is a movie. This is going to go one game at a time, and they've been able to sit back and prepare for San Antonio and get a game plan together where they're going to take away some of these strengths and make them play to their weaknesses and see if they can still survive OKC in that fashion. So, guys like a Castle that's been playing lights out, Dylan Harper playing great and giving them good minutes. Obviously,
we love a Champagne 3 night.
We love a Champagne 3 night. We know what he brings to the table when it comes to the 3-point line, and obviously Wemby and so on and so forth. This is the matchup that we've all been waiting for. But again, they're playing a team that's already been here before. And so that's when all of these things matter. How do they adjust? What game plan do they have that is different from the regular season that OKC is already prepared for some of those things that they've seen on film?
Yeah.
So there was a moment in this game with 8 minutes left. It had a lot of former players feeling a certain type of way, but that's Ant.
Yeah.
He's heading over to the Spurs bench to just sort of dap people up. Thank you, good job, because he knew he wasn't coming back in, is what he said.
Well, and when
but
the game
people are
ends,
mad about
when
it.
the game ends, you just want to get the hell out of there.
Sure.
So you figure you could just get this done now.
I was very curious what you two felt about this, because it seemed to trigger some folks.
Not feeling it. Not feeling it. What I will say, two things can be true. One, I think this is kind of blown out of proportion somewhat. Obviously we have the internet now, and so people are pulling comparisons of other great players doing something similar during games. Not at the 8-minute mark, though. Not at the 8-minute mark. The game was over, but
and he was done.
My critique for Ant-Man, the game was over, and also it's 8 minutes left, but they were getting handled pretty well this entire game. So it was said and done, but I think the next step for him in his maturation is understanding, wait until the end of the game and show those guys their proper respects. Also, show your proper respect to your home crowd as well for a hard-fought series in your building, a hard-fought playoff run. Give them that respect to go over and congratulate your opponent, and also tell your home crowd, we also appreciate you guys. So him doing this at the 8-minute mark, that showed me that he was going to get off the floor as soon as possible as he could. So, from an optic standpoint, I didn't love it, but I also think it was blown a little out of proportion.
Real.
But also when it's the first time that you see something happen, it's open for everybody to have an opinion.
It looks odd.
I've never seen that before.
I didn't like that it was on his home court either. If it was on the road, it would almost made more sense that all right, I'm just going to say bye now and I'm out of here. But you never want to show your home crowd, your fan base, that you're basically giving up. You're throwing in the towel. Although the game was over. If Cade Cunningham did this last night,
it would be weird.
It would be weird, but at the end of the day, the game was over, and he probably doesn't want to sit there and watch them celebrate and get off the court. I just think optics-wise, business-wise, you're just one of the guys, Ant. Be there, watch the guys that didn't play a lot of opportunity, a lot of minutes early on this season, throughout the season. Watch them compete the last 8 minutes of the game and finish as a unit, and don't go do things as an individual. I think that's the only issue with it, but honestly, I didn't think
the 8 minutes it threw me off, because I'm like, where's he going?
We're living in a world where everybody is
we're nitpicking.
We all have opinions, don't we?
For lack of a better word, we're under surveillance 24/7, right?
For sure.
Everything is we've gotten into this culture where we're all experts and we all feel like our opinions matter, and we got to have a deep think piece about every single thing that we see. I've never seen this one before, so everybody.
I've seen LeBron do it, and so there's not.
Yeah, LeBron did it with 4.5 minutes against the Warriors, and then there were other examples of this, but. Again, when it's the first time that you see something, that leaves the door open for criticism, especially if you're on the wrong end of it. If he was up 30 and did this to those guys, it'll probably be considered showboating. So depending on
that would have been weird.
Yeah. So depending on your POV.
Yeah. Also, you're asking to be punched at that point.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be so awesome if Donovan Mitchell went to the Pistons bench up 30.
That would be the worst.
It's all about your point of view.
It's
all about your point of view. But I had never seen this one before, so I genuinely didn't know how to feel about it, because I was like, I don't know how.
I wonder if it's the player too. We all like Ant, right? We consider him a brute brutally honest,
100% the
unfiltered.
person.
Like, because if LeBron and Schiff, shout out, was just mentioning, if LeBron did it with 8 minutes left, like he would get absolutely
It'd be
crushed.
the end of the world.
But we look at him.
To be honest with you, though, I didn't think twice about it until I saw all the backlash on
Oh, it's
social
so
media.
much
Like, I
backlash.
swear, I was like, oh, that's just Ant being Ant. You're right. It is the person
It's Ant.
that I think has the impact of the situation. Like, I literally just saw that. I was like, oh, and then I saw all the stuff that happened afterwards.
I think your brain just
you know
went,
what? It was kind of weird that he did
Yeah,
that.
the clock's really says 8 minutes. By the way, I love a good sneaker war. I love a good social media
Oh, me
campaign, and I love what Nike did. They took Anthony Edwards' "Believe This" and threw it on top of an alien logo for Wemby. How good! By the way, and it was quick.
It's unreal.
They were waiting on this one.
It's like Jalen Brunson. They just did something with Jalen Brunson when they after about the process with Joel Embiid. Like that, I love a good
I like
petty.
quickness.
Like, come on, you're my
Yeah.
biggest endorsement.
Believe it.
I'm rocking your stuff on the
Believe
biggest
it.
stage. Like, rep me. I love this.
I love it too.
To be fair,
To be fair,
Adidas started it. So
so that's fair.
yeah, it's fair.
It's all open.
Y'all started it. Y'all started it with the commercial with the silhouettes or the cartoon version of certain guys being depicted.
So smart,
So
though.
yeah, it's all fun.
It doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, it's just it's entertainment for all of us. The question started immediately after this one, as they're going to. Naz Reid asked about what they need to do to catch the Thunder and the Spurs. His answer is kind of weird, Lou. Be less moody and more selfless. It's a very interesting answer. Because
weird.
yeah, it's really like we're good personnel wise. We just have to change our personalities. What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Obviously, Naz Reid can speak to the moodiness and the selflessness
The moodiness.
behind the scenes.
who?
I don't know what's happening. I think they've done a great job of keeping it under wraps. Whatever's
great point.
bubbling under the surface that he's speaking to, they did a great job of keeping it to themselves. But
Y'all do be moody though, boys.
Oh yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I don't know what's going on there, but from my vantage point, it looks like a team that's connected. If there's something else going on, Naz Reid, it's all fair for him to say and point out how he feels.
Yeah, I think I'm just more surprised at this because when I watch them play, and I hear them talk with Jaden and Ant, and
I don't get this vibe.
I don't get this vibe.
Not at all. So this is a little bit confusing, but also to say this again, I think emotions clearly are running high. You just got eliminated. Your season was just ended. But I don't get this vibe at all from this team, this unit. And Chris Finch, I know, is a great coach, and he doesn't allow any of that outside noise or any of that pettiness linger. So I would think if this was something that was an issue, it would have been addressed way before losing Game 6 in a series. So it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's something to think about. But we get a Game 1 tonight. Western Conference Finals will be here in